Hey everybody, welcome back. Riverview, just a few more days. Just got done selling some bales of straw. Go back to the farm. Maybe see if we can load up a load of silage bales. And then see what kind of trouble we can get into. I think we need to plant some soybeans up at the main farm. Remember, yesterday we had several fields full of almost ready beans. Well, they have come ready. They've been harvested, and now we need to flip the field. Hey, Tanya, what's up? And Sin and Nuke, if you're still around, thanks for the sub. I would try a different way back to the farm tonight. I have to say, Team Raznik, if you're lurking, take a look at the bank account. Got a major injection of cash over the last 24 hours. Beating through the hedgerows. Well, I got another 2 loads of straw bales to sell. We'll leave those for another day. Or another person. Might be selling some oats today.
Sounds like a job.
Oats.
For me.
What's that?
Hauling the straw.
Oh, if you want just a couple more loads, I mean, you get a whopping $400 or $500 for 8 bales. Hey, Fabio, what's up?
Big money.
I know, I'm not sure what to think when I actually sell something on another map and it brings in like $30,000.
Shock to the system.
Might be confused.
Yeah. Especially this is like the only FS19 map I've been playing. I haven't played any other map yet, so I have no idea what FS19 normal pricing is.
About 70% higher than what these are for hard. Hey, Sin Nuke, thanks for dropping by. Don't know if you heard, but I said thanks for the sub. Thanks for your comments earlier. Chicken and milk prices are not affected, so they're normal hard mode pricing, but everything else is like 30% or less. But it normally isn't hard.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just haven't gotten into it. You got me going here, so now I'm in 19 full throttle.
Yeah, well, the folks that are like waiting on seasons before they come over, I might be waiting 6 or 8 months. Wait that long.
I was just waiting for a map like Rolling Hills. I couldn't get into the stock maps. They just bothered me too much.
Well, I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a lot of maps coming out that start flowing pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Not that I'm aware of, Sin Nuke. I think
See a lot of guys working on stuff.
I think it's still somewhat segregated, like PC only, and I assume that it's Xbox only and PlayStation only also. And I don't know if PlayStation can play with Xbox. I would assume not. Hey,
No,
Christopher, what's
they
up?
do not work together. You one platform or the other.
Get 8 bales on here, that'll be good. So I'm gonna shoot for all of these.
My son is so upset he exceeded his PlayStation 4 slot limit. And he's like, Dad, I had to sell all my sugarcane stuff to get sugar beet stuff. He goes, but I only got half my sugar beet stuff, and now it's telling me I'm out of space again.
I don't know. I see when I see CLEP playing, he's got like 1,000 and some slots.
But that, like the big bud, the big bud, I think takes up 50 slots or something, or 30 some slots.
Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow.
And like sheds take up a lot of slots.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get these two on. Yeah, I can't imagine playing on a console where you're limited by count like that.
I have both, and I don't know. I don't play on console very much just because there's not the same gameplay. It's a whole different deal.
All right, that'll be cool. I'll be on tomorrow night around the same time. Not sure what time zone you're in, but yeah, starting about the same time. I heard that you all downloaded Course Play anytime in before the last hour. You probably want to go download it. I think it's been updated like a half dozen times today.
Probably.
I think that one's gonna sit on the back burner for a little while.
I think it's good for the basic stuff right now. Like, you know, if you want to record courses to sell crops, or you know, something that I don't know if you ever watched Ian Robinson, but some stuff he likes to do is record a course from the farm to the shop back to the farm. Then when he wants to sell stuff, just sends it off to the shop and then comes back later and sells it. Or after he buys some equipment, he just sends it onto the farm and then goes off and does something else. And by the time he gets back to the farm, you know, it's done, showed up and is just sitting there waiting on it. Uses it more as like a taxi service. Like, all right, I bought a tractor and a planter. Send it back to the farm. Let me go check something else. Hey, GOP Bernie, what's up?
That's the way I used it too. I used it a lot in 17, but works especially for combining and stuff.
I thought it'd be great for like sugar beets and potatoes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it would be, yeah. Some of that functionality might not be working quite right, but you could probably definitely like use it to definitely, let's say, hire a worker to harvest, set a truck up at the edge of the field to run a loop when it's full to your grain bin and back. Then you could run the overloader, you know, emptying the harvester and then dumping your stuff in the truck, and then when the truck's full it drives off and comes back empty. Potatoes, I don't know how it would work with potatoes because silo, they just tip on the ground. From today, no, I haven't seen any EP videos today. He put one out a couple days ago. I remember what that video was a couple days ago, and I forget. Oh, he did a live stream a couple days ago, doing some stuff in GE. Put one out today. What was it on? Oh, of course, plays working in multiplayer. Never quite worked out right in multiplayer when we messed with it. 17. Seemed to blow a bunch of chunks. Oh, is he going off about the dirt? How trashy Ravenport is and how pristine and clean Felsburn is? Hey, country girl. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, okay. Antazar, you might as well just go download a new one. It's guaranteed to be different than whatever you've got, unless you just downloaded it. It's gonna be hot and heavy updated for probably the next several months. All right, let's see how much we get for bales. $4,000 silage bales. Oh, I'll take it. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Coming down to the last week of our multiplayer challenge. Getting rid of stuff we won't use anymore. I don't think I ever ran up against the 8 driver limit, but I don't think I ever had 8 course workers working. Well, Lee, we don't know. We haven't seen Raznik's side of the challenge. Most recent video he put out was a prank. At least he says it's a prank. I don't know. Hey, McKnight, what's up? I think we're doing pretty good. I don't know. I know they were hot and heavy into logging for a long time, but it sounds like they have shifted gears. We are first, as far as I know. That is correct, Rob.
We are the greatest.
We are, right? Winning in the sample of 1. Thanks for the sub, Clifton. All right, it's off. And we'll see where we stand. Things. All right. Let's take a look. Where are we at with our milk? Oh, 6,201 liters of milk. Oh, I think you'll hit 200 before Seasons comes out. You'll probably hit 500 before Seasons comes out. Well, I don't know what your growth rate is. So that might be a little high. I don't know what your growth rate is. I don't think Seasons is going to be out anytime soon.
I was reading Giants forum, and they have a lot of issues with their Q team, their testing and whatnot. They're short people, and they're having a tough time over there.
Oops. Well, I think they had plenty of time to realize what was. They knew. They knew that it was. They had to have known it was going to be pretty heavy with the submissions, just based on the 17.
Yeah, they got caught with egg on their face. That's for sure.
What did they release now, Fabio? Oh, I looked at it. Yeah, it's. I don't think it's by the actual Expendables group. I think it's just a member that released it over there. I looked at it. It's not the. Yeah, I wouldn't write home about it. All right, let's see here. Where are we taking this stuff? Eggs are going to go to the port, and the milk is going to go to the bakery. All right, well, let's take the milk to the bakery first. Yeah, I'm not going to get on the Fast Giants bandwagon because it's pretty easy to do. But yeah, I think QA could have been a little bit better before the game was released. To have discovered some of those issues weren't really quote discovered till after the game came out. Some things I don't think you're going to catch because you just have the sheer number of people to find things. Um, you know, like the issues with multiple devices and things like that. It's hard to test for that because you just have so many possible variants in the PC world versus a console world. But if they, if they had, let's say, like lots of developers do, or lots of game, folks do, is kind of a, either well, basically even just a closed beta. Have like a closed beta with, just a couple thousand folks to get that variation going on. Different wheels, different controls, things like that. That would go a long way. But, I mean, they would have seen those mods just flowing in hot and heavy right as soon as the game came out, to have known that when they took 6 weeks off, or not 6 weeks, but they took so many weeks off for Christmas and New Year's that it was just going to back up even more to have really been prepared. What? I went the wrong way. Hey, Bernie, that's great to hear. Second place is pretty good. Plus, of course, there's only 2 people in the contest. Then second place isn't so great, but sure there was more than just 2 folks. All right, so let's go back. Let's double back and get to the bakery. Missed our turn. Should have turned at the road up by the shop and forgot. "30 people. Second place is a great place to be. Can't be first. Might as well be second. $219. I know that's stuff just keeps flowing in. That's the thing. Mercury Farms is not released. It's been uploaded to Giants. Oh no. Doesn't sound good. Hopefully all your prize money doesn't go to fixing the boat. Alright, let's sell our eggs here. These are very special eggs at $200 a crate.
Golden goose eggs.
All I can say is you guys on Rolling Hills are gonna so much love the egg palette. Gosh. All right, Country Girl, thanks for dropping by.
I take it that means you are going to put in milk and egg sell points.
Let's modify the co-op to take milk and eggs. Something wrong with the oh no. Terrible news. Hey, Bill's Bub, what's up?
Did you think about our team name there, Nitro, yet?
What question?
No, but Daz wants to join us.
That's cool with me.
Question did you ask? Saw chat was going a little crazy. Probably missed it. All right, Rob. Check you later. Oh no, you were saying later to Country Girl. Alright. Here we come. Slow down. See, nobody asked for the realistic fill weights, so people on the server are a little tired of it. Extra heavy.
Exactly.
Darn, man, I was just gonna do that too.
Well, I can still add it.
Actually, I don't mind that one because
I mean, the
we haven't
map's
really we haven't tried
fairly
it with bigger
flat.
trucks.
Oh, well, maybe the motor, yeah, maybe it's under warranty or something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's see what we earn.
I know I used that on Westby and Rockhound's truck that I've got hauled it just fine.
Well, yeah, his truck's probably got 1,000 horse.
Nobody asked for it, but I put it in.
Uh-oh.
Well, how am I supposed to help you get to 500 subs? I mean, I could tell everybody in chat to go check out your channel. And to subscribe if they like it. They like it a lot. Alright. Time to stop playing delivery guy and let's go do some farming.
Careful what you wish for with all those subs.
Oh. Oh no! I didn't see your warning beacons.
I'm an outlaw. We don't follow traffic laws, especially with hedges.
Did you hit a hedge?
No, I'm actually getting good at this.
Jacer's been around. Put a message in Discord saying he can't be in voice chat because everyone in the household is singing Rent.
Well, let's listen to it. That'd be good on your stream there, Klein.
No, I'd get hit for copyright. Can't have that.
Oh, well, that's true.
Alright. Let's go see. I said we weren't going to play delivery guy anymore. 194, 224, 124. Let's check. Field status, harvested. Needs lime. He's spreading lime. He's spreading fertilizer. So I guess we will. We'll get to planting. Oh, I guess I'll have to use this thing. It's got the wrong green.
Did you want to spread lime, you said?
Yeah, you can. It says it needs lime. We can spread it after up hand. And this thing looks really banged up with needing full repair on it.
Beating the heck out of everything.
The seeder or the tractor?
Yeah, the cedar. John Deere's probably don't wear at all because, you know, it's propaganda. Conspiracy.
That cedar's probably only going to move 6 miles an hour if you don't repair it.
On 8.
11?
Alright, I'm going to take it in for a quick paint job.
But no, John Deere tractors never wear down.
I want to say something, but I can't because
Such a
I'm streaming.
Conspiracy theory. Oh, that's a good point, Rob. So it's interesting that this there's a little section of the big combined field that's got soybeans. The rest is
Yeah, it didn't,
empty.
when I combined it didn't turn, so I left it.
That happened during that server reset.
Oh, do you think we have like some crop that's just like stuck in a state or something?
I think they got planted at different times. Because I left the worker running in that field when I left that night.
Are you a console player, Sin Nuke, or PC? You were asking about PC and console playing together earlier. I'm guessing your console. So on PC, there are some mods that aid in realism. The extra seat is called a jump seat. It's for well, it's if you had a helper out there. Maybe you were Somebody needed to ride out to a field in order to pick up some equipment. Maybe you got a kid and you want the kid out there to experience farming so he can ride in the seat with you. But it's for the random time that you need a, you have a passenger. I remember back in the day, I would just stand on the drawbar behind the seat and hold on to the seat. Of course, that wouldn't be allowed today because that was just too dangerous. You know, people could get killed. Personal bartender. Does anybody know how this horse seater is supposed to work in real life? Because I noticed there's no PTO, there's no hoses, there's nothing that hooks up to the actual tractor. There's got to be something to hook to it.
Well,
In real life, it'd be hydraulic.
yeah. Actually disappointed because that was my favorite.
It's kind of hit or miss. What has is the dynamic hoses.
They just released this game a year or two ahead of time. I mean, if they would have spent more time, they'd have all of it in there. They wouldn't have the issues. Take their time and not appeal to everybody that tries and whines.
Well, Fabio, I don't know. I haven't had to buy a system motherboard for a while. And I mean, prices can vary drastically depending on the board and its features. Oh, I wouldn't say they're unstable. I would say it's a couple fold. One, licensing restrictions. Okay. So console manufacturers hire a helper, so then we are going straight. Console manufacturers will have a restriction that you can only put things on consoles that the game manufacturer has a license to. Okay? So, like, if you see a Chevy truck mod, let's say, it's pretty much guaranteed you're probably never going to see a Chevy truck on a console in Farm Sim. Because Giants doesn't have a license to put a Chevy truck in the game. PCs, we can put pretty much anything we want that'll work in game because, well, it's on a computer. We have access to the file system. This is the Horsch Pronto 9 DC. Then there's other things like scripts, like custom scripts. So lots of things like Courseplay, for example. We were talking about that earlier. Courseplay, GPS, Follow Me. There's all courses of scripts that folks can write for PC that work just fine. That don't work on consoles, again, because of console manufacturers restrict that. I'd say 90% of the restrictions in what console players can get and do is dictated by Sony and Microsoft. and it's under the guise of them wanting you to have a great game experience. That's what they'll tell you. So we want you to have a great gaming experience. And if we allow that kind of stuff on the console, then you might not have a great gaming experience. And what they're really saying is, we don't want you to blame your console for poor performance of an add-on that's not been validated by the console manufacturers themselves. Hey Jason, what's up? Yep, we're on PC. How to get a link? Video? What? You want to link a video in chat? Is that what you're trying to do? And if you look at the YouTube video, somewhere in the video toward the bottom, under the video and before the description will be like a share button. Click that and it should give you a link. You can always just get the link off of the address bar in the browser. Golden track. Oh yes. Oh, thanks for the sub, the Roblox man. I remember Dex Daz, who does YouTube videos on Xbox, did a video where he used the golden Voltra, I think it was. It won't let you paste it in. No, won't let you paste that in chat. Just paste it in Discord. I won't be able to look at it anyway if you paste it in chat here. They are alerts from Streamlabs. I don't use Twitch. It's lined up. Go. Yeah, I don't use Twitch. That whole platform confuses me. All their little lingo-y talk. What about logging the other direction? think there's probably a bunch of trees that are close to the sawmill in the other direction. Which just seems too much like a, you know, clique thing, club thing. $180. This thing. It's good work. Alright, Nitro Dad, check you later. Yeah, it can be. I got it set up. Once I got it set up, I just leave it. Okay. I see it. Hey, Anthony. There you go. That's the video Fabio was talking about. Wanting to link. Soybeans. Basically, something happened and part of the field got out of the, part of the field got in a different growth pattern. Alright, Sid Nuke, check you later. And, so they're the part of the field's just out of sync as far as growth goes. I'll check that video out later, Fabio. Right, let's... Crossed. Now we got plenty of room. Hey, Papa Bear, what is up? Yes, I did. Those are some pretty cool trucks. The flap with the forklift that slides in the back. I've heard about it. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that's come out in the last 4 weeks that I haven't had a chance to actually use due to the event here. So we are pretty much mod locked what we started with at the first of the year. Like, there is a really cool gooseneck trailer that the Expendable Modding Group had put out that they've now modified to actually receive one of those universal tanks. So you can attach the tanker that normally goes on a truck to the back of the trailer, and then you still have room on the trailer to put pallets or whatever on it. So your trailer could basically become a mobile fertilizing, herbicide, refill trailer, as well as using it to transport vehicles and all the other kinds of stuff. I see a farmer all over there spreading lime. I see you spreading lime, but it'd be cool if we could see a big white cloud of white behind you.
Yeah, I know from experience it's not that clean when you're spreading lime.
Now I see it. Yeah, you're just, putting powdered rock in the air. Oh, we didn't make our turn wide enough. Fleagle transport trucks. I don't think I've seen the Fleagle transport trucks. You talking about the trucks to transport those big containers? I saw that mod got updated, but I hadn't actually had a chance to use them, mess with them. As we move into the view distance, we see the cloud. Mondo, do you happen to have course play? I saw the guy updated that transport truck mod this morning because he said something about course play. So I actually changed the link in my video to point to the updated one. Give me, Rob, how do you turn it on? It doesn't keep you from putting lime down after seeding. I'm sure that's not the preferred method. Oh, with no problem, Scooby-Doo Gaming. I was excited to see it. And I was even more excited to see it after I tested it and found that it actually worked. Yeah, you know, just like the game lets you put manure down after you seed. That's not ideal either. I missed a section down. Oh. Alright, I'll check that out later. $1,500. Fill up lime. I don't know. I mean, now, do you have a lot of mods in your mod folder? I mean, now that would start the, that would start the process of trying to figure out what the issue was. By removing mods in a systematic manner until you basically figure out that, okay, I've removed this group and now it works. The issue must have been in the group that I removed. And then you start adding in mods that you had pulled out until you basically figure out which one it is. That can be a bit of an involved process for sure. I can tell you, even if a mod's not actually activated, it does load into memory to some degree. That might be, so you might have a problem with a mod that's not even activated. Or you might have a conflict with something that is activated. It's hard to tell until you start kind of systematically removing mods. The way I would do it is basically take take half of your mods out and stick them somewhere else temporarily. Fire up a game on a different game save and basically see if your see if the truck works. And if it does, then you know it was the half of the mods that you pulled out. Then what I would do is I would stick half of those back in and see if it still works. And if it doesn't work, then you know it was the half that you just put in. Then I would take half of the ones you just put in and take out. Okay? So I kind of call this the rule of halving. Or halving. So that you basically keep having the group that you are working with until you narrow down, you know, what the problem is. Yeah, American Farmers Gaming is very familiar with the whole figuring out which mod doesn't work. Well, that's great news. I'm glad you like it. I don't know if that one's been updated. I know that the Sudenheim, I know that one's been updated a couple times. I think Sudenheim now has carrots and onions in it. Might have had something else added to it recently. Oh, we're almost out of fruit. Oh, I thought you were going, Sin Nuke. I've never tried the Mega Strength. Seems odd that that would conflict with the truck, though. I've seen weirder things happen. Hey, CV Kurt, what's up? Best things about this seeder is it's got a really tight turn radius.
I think you should come to Minnesota tomorrow, Klein, and visit. We're only going to have 50 below wind chills tomorrow.
That's okay. I think I'll be fine where I'm at. Now, if you could take a boiling pot of water and chuck it in the air and do a video on it, that'd be cool.
Might have to do that.
That's what they do when it's really stupid cold.
Yeah, exactly. And it's gonna be stupid cold tomorrow.
Watch what happens when I toss hot water in the air. It's stupid cold. Yeah, Scooby-Doo, that's fine. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that come out. I saw that when I was looking earlier. If you have vehicle inspect, kind of get that same information in the upper left. But if you don't run vehicle inspect, then that information can definitely be useful. I wonder if that's the maybe that's the issue. I wonder if you take the trucks out, if your megalift works, and if you take megalift out, I wonder if the trucks work. Is this the front thing? This front thing holds seed. Okay. It's the rear thing that is out of fertilizer. Probably out of seed too. Right? Yep. Just putting a shot of fertilizer in it. Because we only have a few days left on the server. We're only going to be doing a few more seeding cycles. I don't want to have a whole bunch of money invested in fertilizer.
700 liters by the shed there, Klein.
I hadn't shot a 700 seeder. Go back to the grind. Hey, Mad, what's up? Oh, thanks for the sub, Mondo. I thought Giants was like talking about how they'd have birds following the cedars. I don't see birds following the cedars. Disappointment. Coffee break. Time for a little espresso. Just a little. That'll be okay. They did, didn't they? Then later they backed out of that. You know, that's why there's a deer on that artwork over on Fellsburn in town. You know, there's a sculpture that's got, like, you know, cows, pigs, sheep, deer, chickens, birds, pretty much all of the wildlife that was going to be in the game. Let's see here. All right, everything we own is, all right, we do 14. It's the only other field that we own that's not seeded. There's a sculpture that's got all of this wildlife that's supposedly, yeah, was part of the game. Deer are there, but deer are not in the game. I think they basically said that they couldn't get it to, I guess they didn't get the animations the way they wanted or something. This one's got lime. Oh. Steering wheel was still turned and I didn't think it was. To the outside of the field, and then we're going to start making some up and downs. Yeah, it's hard to say. It would have been nice to have seen.
Yeah, that's the end of my 8-hour shift. Have a good night.
All right, thanks for coming out. And you can tell it is toward the end of the month. I haven't been the last guy standing on the server all month. Guess I'll probably fill this thing up with that fertilizer when I get back. so we don't have it sitting out in pallets. I probably didn't know about the fertilizer because he probably emptied it out of the fertilizer spreader when he was doing this lime. Maybe I shouldn't put it in this seeder because it's going to need to go in the fertilizer spreader. Sure, we'll have to fertilize this. Let's see. I have to fertilize these fields. And we'll do fertilized contracts. That will definitely pay for the expense of buying the fertilizer. Mondo, there isn't. Because the game doesn't have force feedback support. Depending on your wheel, you may be able to set the center spring resistance in your wheel settings, but not in game. That should be wide enough on the ends to make our up and down passes, so we can just raise and turn. Get rid of the weeds, get rid of the lime. Oops. Imagine changing the wheels on this thing would be a complete pain in the tail. If you had to change like the wheel that's like 5 wheels in. Sure, they have all these wheels in order to help compact, press, and break up the soil. Then you also have the wheels to help distribute the weight. Man, it must be a pain to try to change all those tires. Change any one tire in the event that you need to do that. I don't know, I haven't heard. Oh, I don't doubt, Fabio, there were plenty of times where just one guy was on the server just saying times that I normally can get on. Usually there's usually folks that outlast me quite a bit. okay. Well, Mondo, I did a video earlier today that basically walks you through the process of downloading it from GitHub. Basically, what you have to do is you have to click on the green clone or download button, and then say download zip. But then you're going to need to do a little bit of work after you get the zip file in order to get it into a usable format that the game will recognize. It's not difficult at all. It's just a little bit more involved than just downloading the zip and sticking it in the mod folder. Oh, we know, Fabio. Wish you the best in getting that corrected. Of course, when you can. Interesting how some parts of the field don't seem to take fertilizer. It's in the how-to playlist. It's not that hard once you know how to do it. And knowing that, really need to go back and at this stage in the mod's development, you could literally get a new copy every day, and it would be a new version every day. Some of the things that you tried to do the day before weren't working, might be fixed. But at the same time, some of the things that you were trying to do, some of the things that you were able to do may have gotten broken. Because GitHub is a developer's site where code developers use it to collaborate on projects with other developers. What you're downloading is very much a very live, in development version. Alright, later Scooby-Doo Gaming, thanks for coming out. See, we should have enough to finish this field off. Might not have enough to finish this field off. That would be a complete bummer to have to run back here just to get a little shot of that we're out. And you know what? If I can fertilize, I'll just seed this, and this little strip will just not be fully fertilized. Hey Darren, what is up? What? There we go. Yeah, we'll just be a little down on our just be a little low on our productivity on our output there. But as opposed to just running all the way down there just to hit that little bit. Oh, thanks for dropping by. Alright, let's see here. What are we going to do for the next 30? Where is that fertilizer, first off? Let's see. This is right here. Wrong button. Yep. Yep. Everything we have is now seeded. Okay. Did you get all the lime done? Let's see. Yep, nothing we needs lime now. Some of our fields need fertilizer. I'm going to see if maybe we can sell some grain. We had some grain prices that were on the rise. I'd hate for them to peak and then start to fall. Yeah, before we could get around to selling them. This is Riverview. Thanks for the sub, Sim Man. All right. Let's see here. 203, that's still climbing. 244, that's still climbing. 130, that's still climbing. What do we... I don't want to sell it if the price is still going up. Guess we could fertilize some fields. Unless we see a cool contract out here we might want. Herbicide, sowing, fertilizer. That. $4,000 on field 30. What growth state is that in? We'll be able to see that. I accept. I accept the terms of your agreement. Oh no, it's not on console. Sadly, no. Right. So we should turn around. You know what? Let's get the 700 as opposed to this one. Alright, catch you later, American farmers. Spent 11,000 to fill that, but we will more than double our money in this one contract. And we'll have enough in that tank to probably earn another 40 or 50 grand. What? Up on. Hung up on the rock hard pig food. Oh, hey John, thanks for coming out. Just gonna head down and collect a pretty sizable fertilizer contract. Alright, Mondo, check you later. We'll be gone here in a little bit too. Wow, 124 hours on this one. So field 30, right up here to our right. That's the field we're fertilizing right there. Big old beast. Entrance is down here. Around. Right around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right. Pair that. Go max speed. Because the way this thing works is it's a usage over time. The longer it takes, then the more we'll use. As opposed to a usage per foot or something, where the slower you go, the less it would use. What I'll do is I'll do the one time around the field, and we'll start going up and down. We'll have plenty of room then at the ends to turn. Here it's going to be a pretty cold snap in part of the U.S. Anyone that's watching in the U.S., you might be a part of that. Farmalls was in earlier. He was implying that it's going to be -50, low of -50. That's Fahrenheit. That's some craziness. That there is when you just want to stay in bed. That is some crazy talk. I don't know what it's supposed to do tonight here as far as getting cold. Probably not going to be that cold for another couple days, but it won't be -50 at all. They were warning that we could see temps in the single digits, but not like that. Yeah, for Rob, that would be like a 100-degree swing. Yeah, it sounds like we're going to be colder than the than those to the north. Lined up. Zero out the course. Let's cut the field in half. Let's work on it in sections, I guess. Keep an eye on the course heading down there. Oh, closed. Yeah, well, if you already got snow, right? I know they like to delay school up here or down here when it's cold. I mean, we don't want our children out standing outside when it's so frigid. I think well, we didn't have any problems standing outside when I was a kid. Oh, did you put on a jacket? Yeah, if it's yeah, you don't need buses running during a snowstorm, especially in the morning. You don't need the buses picking kids up and then having it snow to the point that the roads are not in a condition that the buses can safely get the kids home. So I did see over at LS Mod Company, I haven't downloaded it to try it yet. Did see a mod over there where they're modded in-game spreaders, the bridle spreaders, and the Coon 3-point hitch spreader was modified so that you had little tick marks off at the side where basically it showed the spread. Help you with visually lining things up. And it seemed to maybe indicate that I don't know if I was just reading the description wrong, that you either could adjust the spread. If you all remember, there was a mod out there in 17 that let you take like any fertilized spreader and make it like 50-meter width or something. I don't know if it would allow you to increase and decrease the spread, or if it actually caused the spread to be different width for lime versus fertilizer, because it basically talks about increasing and decreasing the working width of the markers. You always, if you have problems with lining things up and not overlapping too much, then that might be useful for the LS Mod Company. That about the 0 course. It's close enough. Let's see how contract. 58% already. Hey Will, what's up? Hey, ran across an interesting predicament. It's trying to get rid of the trash at that one farm and the construction house, and I broke it. Somehow I broke something that dealt with the camera. Basically, what happened was, or what was going on is, if you would get into, let's say you tabbed into the pickup, and then you tabbed into the tractor. Okay, you would have the queue to connect the trailer, but you didn't have the camera never changed. You still saw the inside of the truck. And if you then jumped out of the truck, you would see you were standing beside the tractor. If you jumped into the harvester after the tractor, you would see the harvester. But if you hit tab again, you wouldn't see you going into the other tractor. So I basically downloaded it again. I added egg and milk to the co-op. That was pretty easy. I don't know. I think maybe there's a whole lot of junk in that construction transform group. Initially I just picked construction transform group, all the construction stuff highlighted, so I hit delete. And then that's what caused it. Second time around, I tried to selectively delete stuff. Oh my gosh, there's like hundreds of things in there. Individual buckets, individual ladders, and pieces of junk. I didn't feel like spending hours trying to delete every single little thing out of the construction area. I don't know. Raise and lower them like up and down. Yeah, I was talking. There was a mod in 17 that lets you actually adjust the spread width on anything. Like you could have the smallest spreader and tell it to do 50 meters. I didn't think that's what this one did, but I don't know. Yeah, better realism, but it involved actually putting effort into tweaking a map that I'm not going to play. I don't know, 8.1 beta or whatever. Been updated? Oh, well, I've got whatever. Yeah, whatever it is when they came out with the full release one. Yeah, Kurt, there was that one. There was a spray add-on, but then there was a working with one for spreaders because we had it on the Valley of the Old Farm server, and I had set the I had set up one of the spreader that I had set it up to do 50 meters, so I could basically get done the big grass field that I had quickly. Now it adjusted the usage, so you used a lot of fertilizer when you did it, but you basically got done quicker. Yeah, this one's the one they released later than 8.1. I wouldn't worry too much about it because it's up on the server, it's working. I just left the trash there. Now there's a bunch of harvest missions. Fertilize. I wouldn't want the guys to have to download the map for a third time. Yeah, that was Proceed. Proceed would let you do turn parts of the cedar off for, you know, headland. Not headland, but for tram lines. Basically, you know, you leave a bit for your tractor and sprayer. Drive in preset marks for the wheels. Then there was spray add-on, which allowed your sprayers. You could basically turn left and right boom on. You could turn on and off individual segments on the booms. I just always used it in auto mode because, you know, why not? And it would turn off parts of the boom that was either not on a field or was already fertilized. So that really let you save on the liquid fertilizer. Then there was another mod that let you adjust the spread width on a spreader. And you could set a spreader to 50 meters or less. That was the one I don't remember the name to. But the mod that's over at LS Mod now doesn't do that. It just puts little marks at the edges of the spread width to help you with line things up. And there's an option to raise and lower it vertically on the field plane, I guess. So with that, guys, we're going to drive this back up to the farm and park it. Call it an evening. Be back here. Close out the rest of the month here on Riverview. Friday, or not Friday, but the February 1st. Oh my gosh. the evening of the 1st, we will we'll come on. We'll try to do a live stream with maybe it won't be, I don't know. Will either be a live stream or a recorded video. Me and Raznik coming on. We'll come on each server and try to tally up the points to figure out who did what. I don't know if we're going to live stream that or if we're going to basically record it and then release it. 6, 4. Darn good. Maybe I'll sell the wheat. I'll do that off camera. Hey guys, until tomorrow. Happy farming.